Let us discuss theorems on central angles, arcs, and chords. Ano-ano ba ang dapat nating asahan today? Today, we are going to state theorems related to chords, arcs, central angles, and inscribed angles. Ano nga ba ang theorems? A theorem is a non-self-evident statement that has been proven to be true. It is based generally accepted statements such as axioms, or on the basis of previously established statements such as other theorems. Now, we will study how to prove theorems that are related to chords, arcs, central angles, and inscribed angles. Now, we are going to use the two-column proof in proving theorems. We will learn theorems in solving problems related to it. Now, these are the two-column proof in proving theorem. First, or left column has only mathematical statements. Second, or right column, it has only reasons supporting the validity of those mathematical statements. Then, ordered step is numbered in both columns, so step 1 on the right, supported by step 1 on the left. Now, you will end when you have proved your concept. If two central angles are congruent, then the corresponding minor arcs are congruent. Now, let's have some example. In circle A, angle PAL is congruent to angle TAO. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi natin congruent, they are equal. So, tingnan natin yung illustration. So, yung angle PAL, ito yon, at saka yung angle TAO, they are congruent. So, meaning, arc PL and arc TO is also congruent. The two-column proof, so we have the statements and the reason. Halimbawa, ang unang statement, in circle A, with angle PAL is congruent to angle TAO, so the reason will be given. The measure of angle PAL is equal to the measure of arc PL. So, tingnan natin. So, ito dang angle PAL ay equal sa arc PL. Tapos yung measure ng angle TAO is equal to the measure of arc TO. So, minor arc is equal to the measure of the central angle which intercepts the arc. So, di ba kung natatandaan nyo pa yung definition ng central angle, so, meaning the central angle is equal to the measure of its intercepted arc. So, ano pa yung pwede nating statement? So, the third statement will be angle PAL. So, ito yon, is equal to the measure of angle TAO. So, ano ang magiging reason natin? So, of course, the reason will be definition of congruent angles. And then, number 4, we have the measure of PL. Ito na yon. So, yung arc PL, so again, the measure of arc PL is equal to the measure of arc TO. So, ano ang magiging reason natin? So, that is only substitution property. PL is equal to arc TO. So, that is the definition of congruent arcs. In circle A, angle PAL is congruent to angle TAO. So, the measure of arc PL is equal to 3x minus 15 degrees. And the measure of arc TO is equal to 2x plus 5 degrees. So, you're going to solve for x and find the measure of arc PL and arc TO. The measure of the central angle is equal to the measure of its intercepted arc. So, ang intercepted arc natin ay yung arc PL. So, meaning, yung arc PL ay equal sa arc TO. So, paano natin hahanapin yung x? Using central angle or arc congruence theorem, So, ulitin natin, ang arc PL ay equal sa arc TO. PL ay 3x minus 15 at ang arc TO ay 2x plus 5. Now, using addition property of equality, so you are going to combine like terms. So, yung like terms ay yung 3x at saka 2x. So, 3x minus 2x is equal to 5 plus 15. So, 3x minus 2x is equal to x and 5 plus 15 is equal to 20. So, ibig sabihin, ang value ng x natin ay 20. Now, ang pangalawang tanong ay find the measure of arc PL and arc PO. So, dahil nakuha na natin yung value ng x, so, gagamit lang tayo ng substitution. So, unahin muna natin yung arc PL. So, yung arc PL ay equal sa 3x minus 15. Yung x, papalitan na natin ng 20. So, minus 15 degrees. And then, so 3 times 20 is equal to 60. Minus 15 is equal to 45 degrees. So, meaning to say, ang arc PL natin ay 45 degrees. Biglang sabihin, ang arc TO will measure 45 degrees. So, kapag i-check natin yan, 2 times 20 is equal to 40 plus 5 equals 45. Okay, let's discuss converse of theorem number 1. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng converse? Ibig sabihin, yung opposite or kabaligtaran. So, kanina, ang sabi doon sa theorem 1, if two central angles are congruent, then the corresponding two minor arcs are congruent. So, dito naman, sa converse, if two minor arcs are congruent, then the corresponding central angles are congruent. If arc PL, ito yon, if arc PL is congruent to arc TO, therefore, angle PAL is congruent to angle TAO. Theorem number 2. If two chords are congruent, then their corresponding minor arcs are congruent. So, tandaan natin na pag sinabing congruent, parehas ng sukat. So, pag sinabi natin chord, ibig sabihin, ito yon, yung haba. So, yung dalawang chords, ito yung chord AB at saka chord DC, they are congruent. And then, of course, kapag ang chord AB ay congruent sa chord CD, ibig lang sabihin, ang arc AB will be also congruent to arc CD. So, that is theorem number 2. Ngayon, pag sinabi naman natin converse of theorem number 2, so, kabaligtaran naman. So, if two minor arcs are congruent, then their corresponding chords are congruent. So, tulad nito, ano ba yung dalawang minor arc? So, ang minor arc ay yung arc AB at saka yung arc DC. Ang arc AB ay congruent sa arc CD. Therefore, segment AB is congruent to segment DC. Theorem number 3. In a circle, a diameter bisects a chord and an arc with the same endpoints if it is perpendicular to the chord. So, ano ba yung bisect? Pag sinabing bisect, ibig sabihin, hinati niya yung circle. In circle D, so ito yon, and chord LU is perpendicular to chord ME. Yung chord LU is a diameter. Ang segment MO ay congruent sa segment OE, ibig lang sabihin, yung arc ML ay congruent din sa arc LE. Siyempre, may isa pa, yung arc QM naman at saka arc QE, that is also congruent. Theorem number 3. A diameter bisects a chord and an arc with the same endpoints if it is perpendicular to the chord. So, pag sinabi kasi natin perpendicular, mag-form siya ng 90 degree angle. Segment OM, ito yon, segment OM, is also congruent to segment OE. Thank you for watching! At abangan naman ninyo ang theorems ng inscribed angles.